Rain had been falling for hours, a steady rhythm against the window that muffled the hum of the outside world. Nights like this were a rare comfort, a break from the usual chaos of work and life. The soft glow of my TV bathed the room as an old sitcom rerun played in the background. Dinner tonight wasn't a home-cooked affair. It was takeout, just as the app's cheerful notification had promised. Your food has been delivered. Perfect. I eased off the couch, stretching out the stiffness in my back. The mix of hunger and laziness propelled me toward the door. I grabbed the keys from the counter and swung the door open. The cool, damp air greeted me, carrying with it the sharp smell of rain-soaked concrete. But my porch was empty. For a moment, I stood there, confused. The app was insistent. My order was delivered, right on time. The GPS confirmed the address as mine. Then I saw the photo attached to the delivery confirmation. A picture of my food, neatly placed on someone's porch. Same bag, same branded logo. But it wasn't my porch. The image revealed weathered wooden steps, peeling paint, and overgrown weeds. A porch I knew all too well. It belonged to the abandoned house just a few houses down. The sight of it made my stomach twist slightly. The house was notorious in the neighborhood, a relic of unsettling stories and whispered warnings. I'd walked past it hundreds of times, its lifeless windows staring out at the street like vacant eyes. Frustration battled hesitation. It wasn't the driver's fault. I reasoned the app's GPS had messed up, leading him astray. Besides, my growling stomach left little room for mystery or unease. I slipped into my jacket, tightening it against the drizzle, and stepped out into the night. The street shimmered in the rain, dotted with faint reflections from streetlights. My shoes tapped against the slick pavement as I followed the GPS's trail. The house loomed ahead, darker than the shadows surrounding it. And the food delivery bag was easy to spot, a stark contrast to the decay around it. The sight of the bag sitting on the porch felt off. It was placed too neatly, almost like a prop. I climbed the steps cautiously, each creak of the wooden stairs sending a shiver down my spine. I knocked sharply on the door, the sound swallowed by the oppressive silence of the house. The rain fell in steady sheets, whispering against my jacket as I approached the house. Its silhouette was oppressive, towering over the street with jagged edges and shadows that danced in the faint glow of a distant streetlight. The air around it felt heavier somehow, as if the house itself warped the atmosphere. The bag sat perfectly placed on the porch, its bright logo glowing faintly against the darkness. It looked untouched, pristine, like someone had carefully posed it for me. The thought made my stomach churn. Rain clung to my face as I hesitated at the base of the crumbling stairs, staring at the sagging wooden steps leading to the door. The app buzzed in my hand again, the GPS route still blinking insistently. This had to be a mistake. There was no logical reason for my food to be here, but logic wasn't doing much to settle the unease curling inside me. I took a deep breath and climbed the stairs, each step creaking like an animal in pain. The door loomed in front of me, its surface scarred with deep grooves and peeling paint. I raised my hand to knock, hesitating for just a moment before letting my knuckles brush against the wood. The sound felt hollow, swallowed by the rain and the suffocating silence that surrounded the house. No response. My eyes drifted to the bag again. It was my order. The receipt taped to the side displayed my name. I swallowed hard, bending down to pick it up, but something stopped me. A faint feeling, like I wasn't alone. I straightened slowly, my body tense. The house stared back at me, its windows empty and lifeless. My phone buzzed again, breaking the silence. I glanced down at the screens, the notification glaring back at me. Driver's note. Handed it to the guy inside, as requested. Inside. The word sat in my chest like ice. My gaze snapped upward toward the windows, and that's when I saw it. A shadow in the upstairs window, faint at first. It blended so well into the darkness that I thought it might be a trick of the light. Then I saw eyes, pale, unblinking, fixed directly on me. I stumbled back, nearly losing my footing on the stairs. My heart thundered in my ears, drowning out every rational thought. The figure didn't move. It just watched. For a moment, I couldn't move. My brain refused to process what I was seeing. Those pale eyes, unblinking, fixed directly on me, pierced through the darkness with an intensity that made the world around me blur. Rain dripped from the brim of my jacket, each drop echoing in the deafening silence. My feet finally responded, backing away slowly. The creak of the wooden porch under my weight felt amplified, almost mocking in its volume. The figure in the window didn't move, didn't flinch. Its eerie stillness was what terrified me most, as though it had been waiting for this moment. I barely made it down the stairs when my phone buzzed again. The vibration startled me so badly that I nearly dropped it. Trembling, I glanced at the screen. Another notification from the delivery app. "Thanks for your order." A cold wave of dread surged through me, icy and paralyzing. The words swam in my vision as I shoved the phone into my pocket. My instinct screamed to leave, to get as far away from the house as possible. That's when I heard it. A soft thud from inside the house. My breath hitched. It wasn't loud, but it was deliberate, like someone stepping carefully, purposefully. The kind of sound you make when you want someone to hear you. I looked back toward the porch, and for the first time, I noticed that the front door was slightly ajar. A sliver of darkness peered out at me, deeper and more suffocating than the night itself. "Run." I turned and bolted, the slick pavement nearly causing me to lose my footing. The rain blurred my vision, but I didn't dare slow down. Behind me, the faint sound of hinges creaking open reached my ears, followed by the soft scrapes of something heavy being dragged across the floor. I didn't look back. I couldn't. By the time I slammed the door of my apartment shut behind me, my chest heaved as I struggled to catch my breath. Every shadow in the room felt like it was watching me. The takeout bag still sat on the porch in my mind, taunting me with its pristine, deliberate placement. That night, I didn't sleep. The rain continued its steady rhythm, a constant reminder of the porch, the figure, the eyes. Days later, I received another notification from the app. Don't forget to rate your experience at your delivery location. The location listed was the abandoned house.